Tulu, I'm just curious. I mean, obviously, you guys are all competitors. As a player, how hard is it for you guys to like look at the strides you made on offense tonight and be happy just because it wasn't enough?
How the way coach just tell us we just got to play the next play. Don't get too intimidated on the first play. Just it's always another play coming, so we always just play by play.
Stefan.
You guys, fall behind early in this game, and you're coming off a tough game against LSU. What did you guys say, whether it be in the huddle or what was the mentality to respond and make it a game, after that?
I mean, it'll be Will and Boo coming to us. He'll be like, he'll bring us up, we'll be down, or he'll just like get us on the right path so we can just, cause we know we're capable of doing so. They just believe in us and we believe in each other. So.
Right.
Were there some things that the South Carolina secondary was doing that you noticed that allowed you to break free and run some of those coverages and get open for big plays?
Yeah, the one that was over me, he was always playing outside leverage, so I had to kind of like make it seem like that I wanted to go behind him, but I really wasn't. So that's when I was just beating him over the top.
Justin.
Was there a point in practice during the week or even today where you felt like Will fully put last week in the LSU game behind him and really was dialed in with the game plan and what he had to do today?
Yeah, I think Will put it behind him when they had the our players meeting. So it was real early. I think it was Monday morning. So yeah, we know it was Tuesday before the team meeting. So yeah, we put it behind us Tuesday. Then we just started getting back at it.
Grayson. Stefan.
It's a career high 487 passing yards for Will today. I guess what do you think makes him so effective from your perspective?
That's just Will, He's been like that since his freshman year. He was always a leader, so we just follow him. I'm not surprised.
Stefan, then we'll wrap things up with Joel.
Kind of go off that about Will. You obviously struggled in that game against LSU, and there was a lot of criticism, whether it be on social media or whatnot, that he fielded. What do you think kind of the way he processes that being the quarterback and kind of flushes it to move on?
He probably been dealing with that since he's been here, so he just block out the noise and just play the next play.
Wrap things up with Joel.
I know you traded for Wintula, but to be the man that now has the most single game receiving yardage in school history, what's that mean to you with the amount of talent that's come through the school?
Yeah, I didn't even know that I did that until he told me when I was coming up here. I really didn't know.
Jedford, y'all defensively, I guess, what kind of made them, so hard to slow down, and what made it difficult to slow down Spencer Rattler for them?
Yeah, I mean, they got some good players. Obviously, they great coaches, and just they hit some explosives on us. We gotta obviously eliminate those and just play hard, play harder, and just do our job. Some of it was, unforced errors by us, and then some they just made good plays. So got it cleaned up.
Justin.
For their first two scoring drives, 99 and 98 yards, when the special teams does a good job hitting them back, and the defense can stop them from going right down the field. How frustrating is that, for you guys as a unit?
Yeah, that's inexcusable. To just drive the length of the field like that is just, there's really no excuse for us.
I think on their end or red zone drives, there was only one that didn't end in a touchdown. Coach Aaron was talking about bend, don't break defense. What do you think made it so tough to defend him in the red zone, and kind of how do you clean that up moving forward?
Yeah, we just got to be sound and disciplined and just do your job, do your 111, and make plays, gang tackle, cover well, and just, it's all just the cliche stuff, but it adds up. We got to see the film improve and move on to next week.
David, then.
Jet, what made their ground game so effective? They came in last in the league in rushing. They were able to keep making positive gains on the ground all night.
Yeah, I guess just not sound tackling by us, maybe not being as aggressive, as players, getting downhill as well, and just things like that. That's something we pride ourselves on is, stopping the run, so obviously we got to get better at that.
Justin.
You mentioned some of the issues were self-inflicted when you have that one drive where you have the horse collaring on the offside. So, what do you say to him? Just the fact that he's been here a while, probably knows better coming off the field after that. But you being a leader as well can maybe say something after that.
Yeah, just that stuff's just so fast. You don't even realize. It just he knows better, and just next play mentality. It is what it is. You got to get a stop, and just he'll probably never do that again. Knock on wood, but he's typically not a repeat offender. So, but we just can't shoot ourselves in the foot and have, especially with explosive offense and stuff. you can't, you know, shoot yourself in the foot and make them even better.
Wrap things up with Stefan.
Combined with the, LSU game and late that Arizona game too, I mean, it's a stretch where the defense has been struggling for y'all. What do you kind of say as a leader to, flush that and kind of remind the team of, what's still ahead and the ways you guys can clean it up defensively?
Yeah, I mean, we pride ourselves on being, a defensive school, hard-nosed defense and just tough. And we got to get back to that identity through the air and the run game, all alike, and just get back to our identity, honestly.
Will, for you, a career high in passing yards and a single game record for Tulu, kind of what was the connection between y'all? What did y'all see from that South Carolina defense to give you confidence throwing the ball to him?
Just a couple of play action shots we had in the game plan this week we felt like we could hit. It's both of those plays were kind of in our offense. We just felt like really confident with some of the play action stuff that those safeties were really driving down on it, so we felt good about it this week.
Going off of that, obviously it wasn't enough, but I guess how much solace as an offensive group can you guys take out of this? And
How much what?
I guess, I don't know if pride is the right word, but just the fact that you guys had the growth from LSU to this week. I know it wasn't enough, but still just the offensive growth as a unit from week to week.
Yeah, it just wasn't enough, so we need to keep getting better.
Stefan.
Pick for you, Joe was just talking about needing to kind of get that defensive identity back, and Coach Rand was talking about, bend, don't break defense needing to improve a bit. What's kind of the steps y'all feel like you have to take, next week to get better and clean up a bit defensively?
We just gotta keep attacking. Just gotta continue to have that mindset to go 1-0 every week. We know it's just gonna get harder from now, so we just gotta keep our head down, and keep working.
Ryan and then Stefan. You have one?
Sorry. Well, what changed mentally for you between last week and this week? It seemed like you were very much on the same page, not afraid to go deep and really attack them in a lot of different ways.
I guess it just started this week in practice. Obviously, you find out a lot about a person when things don't go right. I kind of made it a point this week, to practice as hard as I've ever practiced, and like I said, not enough. So need to keep working, need to keep getting better.
I mean, kind of going off of that, after the game against LSU, I mean, whether it be social media or whatnot, you probably feel that as much criticism as you've ever gotten, being a quarterback at State. How do you kind of learn to, flush some of that stuff and keep the outside noise outside?
Yeah, I kind of just stay off social media. I don't really listen to the noise or anything like that. So, if you're not a part of the team or you're not a part of the locker room, I don't really try to cut out all that extra noise. So.
Pick for you, I guess, talking about the late in the Arizona game, the LSU game, and now against South Carolina, some of the defensive struggles y'all have had, I guess, what do you kind of say as a veteran in terms of, how you move forward from that and not, worry about the last, 2 or 3 games and kind of focus on what's ahead?
It's a next man up mentality. We know at any point in the season, anything can happen. So as coaches and veterans of the team, we try to make sure that the young guys are ready when their time is called and make sure that they can uphold the standard.
Time for 2 more that part.
Did y'all plan to throw it around like that today, or did that just kind of come up as part of what you do as the game went on?
Like that many times?
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of, we had a little end of the half drive, so we were kind of in that mode where we're throwing around a little bit more, and then obviously at the end of the game you got to throw it around a little bit. So the numbers could be a little bit staggering, I guess, but we definitely felt confident with some of the shots we were going to take.
Wrap things up with Justin.
Just curious, were you given an explanation at all on the field from a ref or anything on that interception in the red zone? What I guess they were looking at?
I wasn't. I'm kind of curious about that myself. So.